I'm very happy for selecting my paper for presentation. And on behalf of Mustapha, Matindo, and my able professor, Professor Asante, I'm here to present to you performance analysis on AODV and DSR routing protocols on the MANET routing protocols, rather. And this is my outline: introduction, methodology, result and analysis, conclusion, and then future work. For the introduction, background. The background of this paper is centered on performance analysis of this DSR and OSDV routing protocol to analyze the performance of the protocol under Blackhole attack, widely used simulator. The simulator widely used for this type of network is NS2 routing, NS2 simulator. The main objective include analyzing the performance of AODV in terms of packet delivery ratio, residual energy, and throughput under this attack. The findings can help offer valuable insight into vulnerability and effectiveness of AODV and DSR routing protocol when confronted with Blackhole attack, enabling network designers and managers to make informative decisions and in selecting suitable routing protocol for their work. The study may also lead to development and enhancing of security, optimization, and strengthening MANET routing protocol. And then in overall, this paper set to stage for other research in future work. Yeah. And then what is MANET? MANET mobile ad-hoc network that may be devices or nodes with each other that communicate with each other on fixed and infrastructure, on fixed and infrastructureless standard. In MANET, each device, like the devices are normally the nodes that communicate with decentralized devices when they communicate. And then in MANET, each devices function as both routers and hub in facilitating communication. And then what are routing protocol in MANET? MANET routing protocol are algorithms or rules that are governed in the way data and packets are transmitted from source to destinations. These protocols are specifically designed to address the challenges posed in the infrastructure and then the dynamic of ad-hoc networks, that's MANET network. They play a crucial and centralized role in optimizing network resources and ensuring data reliability. And then the type of MANET network we have mainly three types of MANET network, which are proactive, that's table-driven, reactive, and then which is on demand, and then hybrid. For table-driven or proactive, the routing protocols mainly that update information throughout the continuous existence of the network. Each node maintain a routing table that contain information without routes or all other nodes in the network. For instance, the example of a proactive routing protocols are DSDV, OLS, DSDV, which is a destination sequence distance vector, OLS, which is a optimized link state routing, and wireless routing protocol, which is WRRP. And then the reactive protocol are on demand, which means unless you demand, they will never send the routing tables to you. And the hybrid combined both both the proactive and then the reactive characteristics. And then each type of protocol has its advantage and then disadvantages. So in selecting the protocols for this project, we came into conclusion that we'll use the reactive protocol, which is AODV and then DSR for our research work. And then AODV is the full meaning of AODV is Ad-Hoc On-Demand Distance Vector, which is popular routing protocol, reactive routing protocol. It is designed to establish route on demand. Without demanding them, they can't send their table or information to you. AODV is popularly well suited for dynamic and infrastructureless environment, and have so many properties like route discovery, route replay, route maintenance, route destination sequence numbers, which they normally send when they are transmitting to their neighborhood. And then they have advantages and disadvantages. Like AODV reduce overhead of maintaining routing information compared to the other routing protocols. And then they also have limitations. And we come to for DSR. DSR is a dynamic routing, dynamic source routing protocol, which is a prominent routing protocol used in a mobile network, which is also on the demand. It is a reactive protocol, as I said, similar to a AODV. And then it has advantages and then disadvantages as a AODV. And then the advantages is reduced overhead of maintaining routing information compared to proactive routing protocol. It supports both unicast and multicast routing, and it has a limitation, which is disadvantages. And then the disadvantages, the main disadvantages for DSR is it utilizes high memory space, which can have a bigger memory space on your devices. It has properties like route discovery, route replay, and then source routing, and then it has maintenance and then route cache, which is also better for keeping information and then remember the information when routing. And it has advantages and then disadvantages also. So we come to attacks, and then the attacks mainly in the MANET are a security threat in nature. The attacks in MANET can disrupt communication, compromise data integrity, and lead to network performance degradation rather. And then there are so many attacks in MANET, which are black hole attacks, gray hole attacks, denial of service wormhole attack, symbol attack, flood of memory attack, hello attack, and then eavesdropping of data. So, and then black hole attack in MANET, that which we are dealing with. In MANET, the black hole attack is typically a security threat where a malicious node we tend to have the shortest route or the shortest destination, which can discard all the data or part of the data. The attackers act as a black hole, which means he or she is not part of the network, but disguised as a disguised as a legitimate node to the network. So or then we come to methodology, and then in this study we use three types of procedure in analyzing by Ariyunto and then Arijanto, 2017. That's a physical simulation and then physical simulation analytical approach. And then in our project structure, we set to simulate the installation of simulation, which we use VMware with that's and then Linus, NS2, and then in protocol selection, as I said earlier, we use AODV, DSR, and then the performance metric we use in measuring average throughput, residual energy, packet delivery ratio, and then the simulation structure, the packet, the node, which are our parameters, and the execution of simulation. The execution took place in AODV and then DSR, then relative explosion amongst, that's evaluation. We evaluate using the same protocol. So installation of our setups, we installed VMware, which we know that which refer to the virtual data center platform. And VMware is a virtual data platform where which offers application on the desktop as a server. And we installed Linux, Ubuntu. From there, we installed NS2. And then in NS2, we did so many additions to so many files, like excuse me. So many files in Ubuntu. Files like ECL file, sgraph, which plot the graphs, and then lib files. Then in the metrics, as I said, we chose average throughput, packet delivery ratio, and then residual energy. And then we came out with the parameters. The parameters that we set for this project was a channel type, propagation, physical type, MAC address, which is 802. That's the wireless interface queue, link type, antenna type, and maximum packet in the queue. But we base our distance on the packet queue, which is very important. The number of packets that we unleash into the network, and then the number of black hole nodes that were unleashed into the system. Then with okay, the simulation files that I was talking about, we edited the black hole simulation to the average throughput, energy by the PW, that's a packet delivery ratio, AODV by DSR file for the project to take on. And then the simulation result, each we ran the result based on the data sizes that were inputted in the system, which are the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then we got all the results of average throughput, packet delivery ratio, and then the residual energy. And then when we plotted, we ran and then collected, we came to the analysis of average throughput, that DSR has a higher average throughput compared to AODV and the black hole attack, as shown in the figure above, the plotted graph. And then with packet delivery ratio, AODV also outperformed DSR in the packet delivery ratio as shown above. And then there are reasons for that. And then in residual energy efficiency, AODV is also more efficient than the DSR as compared in the figure above. And then in conclusion, we came into conclusion that the simulation result demonstrated that the DSR exhibited a higher throughput compared to AODV. However, when considering that's packet delivery ratio and residual energy, AODV performed better than the DSR. These findings offered a valuable insight to MANET network designers and then managers to enable them to take decision on selecting the various protocols that they not various, the reactive protocol that they can use in establishing the network. And then in the future work, we came into in future we want to investigate or to gain more knowledge, comprehensive knowledge in the performance of other matrices, which I have also we have also written and then submitted to other journals. That's your sub journals. And then in future we plan to evaluate more other protocols and then assessing the impact of different attack scenarios. And then, like different attack scenario, we have also written the paper to your SAP journals in wormhole attack and then other attacks. These are the references, and then thank you very much.